Dude, we need to talk. About what? About your frequent use of ad hominem fallacies. Ad hominem what? Ad hominem fallacies. When you attack a person's character or motive instead of their arguments. Man, you're dumb. I don't use ad hominem fallacies. You see? You just did it, man. Did what? You just attacked me by calling me dumb instead of addressing my argument. Fine. Tell me more about this ad hominem mumbo jumbo. Well, I'm going to tell you about 4 kinds of ad hominem fallacies. Abusive, guilt by association, circumstantial, and tu quoque. Tu quoque what? Tu quoque, or the appeal to hypocrisy. This is when you criticize someone's hypocrisy instead of their argument. Well, you are a hypocrite. Please continue. Okay, whatever. Let me explain more. Last week I told you that you should stop drinking so much soda because it is high in calories and sugar. That's when you told me, dude, why should I listen to you when you drink soda every day? That is an example of tu quoque. Yes, I drink soda and I was telling you not to drink soda. Thus, I was being a hypocrite. However, just because I am a hypocrite doesn't mean my argument that soda is high in calories and sugar and that you should stop drinking it is wrong. Well, if you're going to call yourself a hypocrite, I like this conversation, so go on. The next kind of ad hominem fallacy is called name calling or abusive ad hominem, something you are skilled at. Okay, whatever, you dork. There you go, proving my point again. It was clearly a joke, you ignoramus. Anyways, a few weeks ago I told you Among Us was a great game to play because it requires strategy and communication skills. You, however, said it was a terrible game. When I asked you to back up your claim and explain why Among Us was a terrible game, you said, dude, you are the worst video game player in the world. Why would I believe what you say? My Chihuahua Pete is better at video games than you. Well, you are pretty bad at video games. So what? How good or bad I am at video games is irrelevant to when it comes to Among Us requiring strategy and communication skills. By focusing on me and calling me the worst video game player in the world, thus name calling, you committed an abusive ad hominem. I guess you're right. You're still a hypocrite, though. Okay, whatever. So a few weeks ago, you told me that you would not vote Tina for class president because the football team pledged to vote for her. You asked me, how can you vote for someone who appeals to and sides with a bunch of arrogant jocks? This is an example of an ad hominem fallacy called guilt by association. Look, I agree. The football team is full of snobs this year, but that doesn't necessarily mean Tina is a snob. You can't just group her with them without any kind of evidence. I guess you could be right. I'll rethink my vote. However, I will not rethink the fact that you're a hypocrite. Fine. Whatever. You also are guilty of using circumstantial ad hominem fallacies. Remember a few days ago when we were looking at Mustangs at the car dealership? Oh yeah, that's right. We met that liar salesman. The salesman may have been a liar, but we'll never know because your use of circumstantial fallacies. The salesman told us the 2016 Mustang was the best, remember? Then he gave us a bunch of facts about its reliability. That's when you interrupted him and said, "Liar, you are a liar. You are only telling us this because you want us to buy the car." and then you walked off. Dude, but that guy was trying to sell us that car. It was in his interest to sell it. Yes, it was. However, that doesn't necessarily mean his statements about Mustangs were wrong. Instead of criticizing his arguments about the 2016 Mustang being reliable, you attacked the circumstance, in this case, his role as a salesperson. This is fallacious reasoning. You need to stay committed to criticizing arguments and not people. This is starting to get interesting. I never knew a hypocrite like you could be so logical. Yup, now it is time for you to show off your logic. Wait, what? What do you mean? Take the following 5 statements and tell me what kind of ad hominem fallacy is used. Circumstantial, guilt by association, abusive, or tu quoque. Write down your answers and be prepared to share with a partner or class. With a partner or class? Yup, there's a class listening to this right now. Okay, fine, let's do this. I'm ready. Okay. Number 1. You can't trust Greg's arguments about California being the best state to live in because he is from California and is clearly biased. Number 2. I see no need to respond to Lisa's arguments about politics because she is not only ignorant, but a jerk. Number 3. You should not trust that personal trainer to create an effective workout plan because he is not in good shape himself. Number 4. Mike works for Apple. Therefore, his statements about the new iPhone should be dismissed because he is paid by Apple. Number 5. Jenny's arguments against smoking cigarettes are invalid because she smokes cigarettes and is clearly a hypocrite. And number 6. Mike tries to make arguments about why we should listen to K-pop, but he's an idiot. Good luck, and figure out what kind of appeal is used here.